Okay, let's just jump right in. You've seen those faceless YouTube channels, right? The ones posting super simple stickman animations? Well, some of them are pulling in thousands of dollars a month. And I figured out exactly how they automate their entire workflow for free. Yep, $0. I'm serious. We're talking $2,000 a month, sometimes even more. And these channels, they've only been around for a few months. They've absolutely cracked the code for creating viral, automated content that almost nobody else is doing yet. But let me guess, you've probably tried this. And your main character, the hero of your story, looks like a totally different person in every single scene. Right? The shirt color changes, the face just morphs. It is the number one thing that makes your animations look, well, cheap and amateur. So if that's happening to you, or if you're still forking over cash for tools like ElevenLabs just to get a decent voiceover, you are just wasting your time and your money. The old way of doing things, manually creating frames, paying for subscriptions, it's officially dead. So you need to stop what you're doing, because right now I am handing you the keys to the kingdom. I'm talking about the exact 100% free automation chain that solves that character problem and lets you build an entire cinematic video in under an hour. Look, if you want to master AI automation before everyone else catches on, and believe me, they will, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. This whole game is changing so fast, and you really want to be ahead of the curve. All right, let's get into the actual blueprint. This is the whole process, a totally seamless pipeline that takes you from just a single idea to a fully finished video that's ready to upload. We're not skipping any steps here. We're going to break this down into 4 super simple stages. First, it all starts with what I call the master prompt. This thing does all the heavy lifting. Then we generate perfectly consistent images every single time. After that, we completely automate the animation. And finally, we'll get a studio quality voiceover without paying a single dime. So this first step is absolutely crucial. The master prompt. We're going to have ChatGPT generate everything for us, all at once. I mean the voiceover script, the specific image prompts for each scene, and all the motion commands for the animation. This one output becomes the entire skeleton for your video. Now, for that annoying character changing problem, here's how we solve it forever. You make one perfect image of your stickman, just one. Then you upload that image into Google Gemini and you use it as a reference. This basically tells the AI, hey, see this guy? This is our guy. Make him look exactly like this in every single picture from now on. And just like that, problem solved. Okay, so you've got your script, you've got a dozen perfectly consistent images, now for the magic. How do we turn these static pictures into moving video without spending hours animating each one by hand? This is where the secret weapon comes in. This tool is what separates the people just messing around from the people who are actually making money. It's a free Chrome extension called the Grok Automation tool. Think of this as the engine that's going to do all the heavy lifting, turning that folder of images into a full sequence of animated clips, basically on autopilot. And the process? It really could not be simpler. Once you have the extension, you just set the mode to frame to video, you upload all your images in the right order, you copy and paste in all those motion prompts that ChatGPT gave you earlier, and then you just click start. That's it. You can literally walk away from your computer and just let it work. Now, listen up, because this is the single most important rule for using this tool. You must separate each motion prompt with a blank line. This little formatting trick is what tells the tool, okay, this is one command, now here's the next one. If you forget to do this, the whole thing will just fail. So remember, one blank line between each instruction. So we have our animated clips. Now we need that crisp, professional narration to really bring it all together. And no, we are not opening our wallets for this part. It's time to stop paying for premium tools. Just look at this. The old way meant paying, what, $22 a month or more for a service like ElevenLabs? The new way, the way you're going to do it from now on, costs exactly $0 per month. You use Google AI Studio instead. This is a complete game changer. So what is it? Well, Google AI Studio is a platform that gives you free access to their most powerful AI models, including the Gemini 2.5 Pro text-to-speech model. This is not some robotic, monotone voice. It generates these ultra-realistic, emotional voiceovers that sound like they were recorded in an actual studio. And yes, it is 100% free to use. The final step is probably the easiest part of the whole thing. That Grok tool automatically names and downloads all your video files in order. So you just drag those clips and your voiceover file into a free editor like CapCut, line them up, and you're done. Drag, drop, sync, and export. Okay, so now you have the full technical blueprint. But here's the thing. Just knowing the workflow, it isn't enough anymore. As more people learn about this method, you're going to need an edge, an advantage to actually stand out and win. Here's the new problem nobody's talking about yet. If thousands of people start uploading videos that all look and feel exactly the same, like basic animated clip art, YouTube's algorithm will eventually just flag all of it as low-effort, repetitive spam. You could actually risk being demonetized. So the solution is to change your mindset. You're not just an animator plugging in commands anymore. You have to become a director. You need to start thinking about camera angles, about movement, about emotion, all the things that make your content unique and genuinely engaging. Just think about the difference here. An animator's prompt might be, make the character look up. But a director's prompt is, use a low-angle tracking shot as the character looks up at the sky. You see the difference? One is just a basic action. The other creates a feeling, a mood, a cinematic moment. Here are a few commands you can start using right now. Rapid zoom in to create tension, cinematic tracking shot to follow your character through a scene, low angle shot to make them look heroic or powerful. You can even use rack focus to shift the viewer's attention. These are Hollywood tricks, and you can just type them right into your prompts. And that's really the ultimate takeaway here. All the barriers, the technical ones, the financial ones, they've been completely vaporized. The tools are free, the process is automated, the only thing left, the only thing that separates a viral video from one that gets ignored, is your creativity. You officially have the full blueprint. You know how to create incredible cinematic animations for absolutely free. The whole system is right here in your hands. So the only question left is, what's